Hello and welcome back to the Cinequatchmas, the podcast YouTube deserves, but not the one it needs right now. I am Phil,
And I am Nick.
and this week, if you didn't get from the subtle Batman reference there, we will be reviewing The Killing Joke. So that will be in the second half of the podcast, so you'll get to hear all of our thoughts. But first, as always, we will start with the news, and on to Nick.
With the film and TV news. Phil, you're aware of John Barrowman, aren't you?
Yeah.
The person we were just talking about before the podcast. I haven't written this down, but apparently he's been in talks about bringing back Captain Jack to TV at some point. Harkness, that is, not Captain Jack Sparrow. He hasn't just been talking about bringing back.
Well, there's always that yearly speculation that he'll come back to Doctor Who, and he's always like, "Well, I'm open to it if they just call me about it."
I think he's what does this remind me of? Reminds me of Wesley Snipes and Blade and bringing back Blade.
What? He's always like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
I've had discussions with the producers. Yeah, they want to do it.
I turned up at that house in the middle of the night.
No, but to be fair, he's got plenty of work on it. I don't think he's as desperate as Wesley Snipes.
No.
Good on him. Bring him back, is what I say. I like his character.
Would you have another series of Torchwood?
That was a good question. No, I think I'd like to see him back. Actually, Torchwood would be good, as long as it's not. What's the last one? Miracle Day, because that sucked.
Yeah, I didn't hear great things about that.
You didn't even watch it, did you?
No.
Did you watch Children of Earth?
No.
Oh, that was fantastic.
See, I haven't seen much Torchwood. I saw half the first series and just kind of stopped.
You can one I'm going to recommend from 5 years ago is probably longer than that. Torchwood Children of Earth. Genuinely one of the best sort of stories, sci-fi stories I think I've seen. And it was very short season, about 6 episodes. It was nightly. So, but no, really intense stuff. That's what I'd recommend. So if they went back to that format, I'd be chuffing happy.
Chuffing happy?
I'd be chuffing happy.
Oh, that's quite high on the British scale of happiness.
No, it's a good show that. Plus, we have got that other Doctor Who spin-off coming at some point, haven't we, as well, Class. But I don't really know what to think about that. With that one, I think what they were trying to do is, because the BBC had just, they're making so many cuts at the moment.
Yeah.
They'd realised that they used to have 3 Doctor Who spin-offs, including Totally Doctor Who, Sarah Jane Adventures, Torchwood.
Yeah.
Now they didn't have any at all. So
Totally Doctor Who was alright.
That was alright. But no, they'd killed off 3 Doctor Who spin-offs, and they recently killed off what was it as well? Waterloo Road.
Yeah.
So they were like, how do we put all of our eggs into this one basket?
How do we reuse sets?
Yeah. Let's have a classroom-based Doctor Who spin-off. So there we go. Well done, BBC. You managed to cut that budget right down. Have I got anything else that isn't Comic-Con before I go on to Comic-Con news? Oh yeah, no, that was Comic-Con. Yes, I got a couple. Justice League Dark, it's a new animated Justice League series.
Yeah.
Looks okay. I mean, I didn't actually watch it, but I'm assuming it looks okay.
Great job.
You know James Cameron?
Yes.
That man.
With his 4 sequels?
Yeah, well he's said that he's written too much and that's why we're getting so many sequels. There you go.
So what, he just sat down at his typewriter and didn't get up and got up and it's just
yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, it's a huge thick 1,000-page stack of papers.
So yeah, that's good news in that it isn't.
Well, I suppose it means at least they're not going to be dragging them. At least he's written stuff to fill the gaps. It's not like they've got one short story but they're just going to pad it to high hell.
You never know.
That could have been what he was writing, just and what could distract them next? Go into the shops.
He could have just been writing really long words. They just speak in
or if he's using an actual typewriter, he could have just been constantly misspelling words and balling it up, throwing it in a bin and starting again.
Yeah, it's not like The Hobbit, I suppose, which I think I ranted at last week, so I won't go into again.
You ranted that on a week. I'm not sure if it was last week though.
Was it not? Oh, okay. It was at some point. You're aware of Han Solo?
Yeah.
Yeah. An anonymous.
I'm on it tonight.
An anonymous insider saying that the Han Solo spin-off could actually be a trilogy.
I would not be surprised.
No, neither would I.
Would not be surprised if, like, at the end of Rogue One, they somehow end it on a cliffhanger. It's like, it's going to be Rogue 2!
Brilliant.
But it's spelled T-O-O, just to confuse you even more.
And it's got a subtitle as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really have much to say about that, because, again, as you said, I'm not really surprised. I could see that happening.
To be honest, if it's got the story to back it up, on one hand, if you don't plan it as a trilogy in advance and your first story ends up wrapping everything up too well, then the second film will just feel like tearing apart, tied up knots. But then planning it from the offset as a trilogy just feel a bit opportunistic.
Will it be like Young Indiana Jones Chronicles?
That was just a TV show, then, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I know.
Yeah. Maybe.
Do you remember there was that episode where it had Harrison Ford, like, in a flashback, and he was like, I remember when I was younger, and then they cut back to young Indiana Jones. Will it be like that? No.
Your name is Henry Solo Jr. Han was the name of the dog.
So, no, it probably won't be like that at all, will it?
Probably not.
No. But, Black Mirror, you aware of that one?
I've heard of it.
Charlie Brooker?
Yeah, that's Charlie Brooker's
That
one.
is the one, yeah.
Where he made the predictions very...
Yeah, that's what it's been mostly publicised about. I mean, it was quite a vague sort of predictions.
Yeah.
But, no, it's a good show regardless. Yeah, really high quality episodes. And it's obviously been renewed for a third season by Netflix.
Oh.
Because I think it was Channel 4 and they didn't renew it or whatever. But,
yeah.
No, we've got a date of when that will be returning. It will be returning on Friday the 21st of October.
Oh, exciting.
Exciting stuff, I know.
Almost Halloween.
It is.
So do Netflix... I forget, do they release all their episodes at once for something, or do they release it periodically?
Oh, good question. No, I presume it'll be all at once. That's what they did with Daredevil.
I thought that's what they did. In a way, it'd be nice to do it like on some kind of scheduled basis. Like, release one a week.
That's what they'll be doing.
Surely that would increase your traffic in general. And make sure, like, someone doesn't watch ahead and, like, I don't know. The scheduled format, I do... Just something about releasing them all at once means
I think
that
I
you
might
have
have written
people
something
different-
about that in my last... Not my last...
Is that
op-ed,
what,
but
the live on demand one?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go and read that if you want my thoughts. If you want my response to Phil's answer, Phil's comment there. Yeah.
He wrote it ahead of time because he's just that good.
Yeah.
Synopblog.blogspot.com
Yeah.
for now.
Is it Blogspot?
Yeah,
Blogger?
I think it's the same.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
All blogs lead to blog.
All blogs lead to blog. That's the one, as they say. They don't. Phil, you're aware of Comic-Con?
Yes.
Phil, you're aware of Benedict Cumberbatch?
No.
Phil, you're aware of Sherlock?
Nope, just completely lost me now.
No, fair enough. We've seen the trailer for season 3 quite earlier than expected. Did you see it?
No, I don't know what Sherlock is.
No.
Is he the doctor with the stick?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's yeah, that's the one. No, we got a trailer. We weren't expecting it. Yeah. I did watch it. I can't remember what happened though. I don't know. It might be good. It looked quite high budget. It looked a bit James Bondy. There's cars and stuff this time and explosions. But one interesting comment I did read was that according to Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss, is that it'll be a darker series than before. We'll still get humour, but crucially, the laughs will be less meta than last time.
Isn't it series 4? You said series 3.
Whatever.
4. I don't know. To be honest, I didn't dislike 3. It just was not as good.
I didn't like 3. I think the last episode of 3 I enjoyed, but the 2 previous ones I just thought were rubbish.
Yeah, I suppose when you've only got 3 episodes every 2 years or something to do what is essentially filler is a bit.
Yeah, I know. If it was a full length season like Doctor Who or something, like
They
fair
could-
enough.
yeah,
Have the kooky wedding episode.
Yeah.
And no, my problem with the first episode is that they just totally wrote themselves into a hole with the "Ooh, how did Sherlock survive?" And then they were like, "Ooh, you'll never know." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Come on."
I mean, are you surprised that Stephen Moffat
No,
He
I knew
literally doesn't write any conclusions to anything. He
I
just
knew-
says because I said so.
Yeah, exactly. I knew whatever they do, it would be a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah.
However they explained it, but no, that was garbage.
Hmm.
If you don't want to address it, then don't do it in the first place.
Yeah.
Don't do it just to create
Well, no,
headlines.
you know what you have to do is you have to write the conclusion at
Before,
the same time.
yeah.
No, at the
Or
same time,
yeah.
and then just have it under lock and key.
Yeah.
Just don't write it and be like, "Oh, I'll come back and finish that later." That's
Yeah, exactly.
not going to work.
No. Like I'm hoping. Yeah, it seemed like a big whim, didn't it? Really. Which I'm
Well, it
hoping.
seems like they wanted to copy the Reichenbach Falls, which obviously is the classic story. That's right, isn't it? That's the name of the.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll admit. Yeah. They brought back Sherlock in later novels. Arthur Conan Doyle brought him back, but again, he didn't explain it, and I also didn't like that. So
Yeah.
I'll be fair. Like I think Conan Doyle.
There are a lot less witnesses though in the original story because they were on the edge of a waterfall with no one around.
Yeah, but the thing
So
is,
you-
he didn't imply Sherlock survived at all. I don't think
Hmm.
in the original novel.
Well, that's because he wanted to be done with it.
Exactly. Yeah, and he only brought him back because fans wanted it. Or
Yeah.
the equivalent.
Well, I know, it was fans, wasn't it?
Ye
Yeah.
oldie fans. Yeah.
He was getting birds carrying 140 character death threats if he did not continue.
So no, yeah. So I think he copped out as well. To be fair.
Yeah, possibly the draw of the money was too much.
But it's the fact that Moffat and Gatiss sort of did the whole like, oh, but how did he survive?
Yeah, and also if you're doing it where he fell in front of lots and lots of people and it was this, they make it in the show a hugely publicised event, and then to have it like, oh yeah, no one saw it, no one knows, all of that is just a bit cop-outy compared to whereas like the Reichenbach Falls in the middle of nowhere, literally anything could have happened.
Yeah.
Like he could have landed on just a soft bush. Like,
I think that was the actual explanation.
yeah.
Oh, Watson, it was a soft bush.
You know what I mean. I mean foliage, Watson, you dirty bird.
Some foliage. Hashtag some foliage. How Sherlock survived. So yeah, we've got a trailer. I'm glad it's not going to be so meta because that was one of my least favourite things as well about the last season. That was another thing. I'm going to keep ranting about the first episode.
Okay.
It's the fact that they were like, oh, how did we survive it? And there were loads of actual, like, within the show there were fan theories.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? No. Why would this happen?
Yeah, no, that seems like we don't know, but we're just going to rub in the fact that we don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to make fun of you for guessing as well.
We're going to have a Sherlock fan club within the show just because we like offending everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, hated it. So, Sherlock Season 4. Hopefully better. That was a Comic-Con.
More better, less meta.
I
I mean, that doesn't really make grammatical sense, but who cares?
I care. Brie Larson confirmed as Captain Marvel.
I'm trying to remember who Brie Larson is. I keep on saying her name and I keep on recognising it, but I just can't put a face to the name.
No. Her. I cropped out the picture there, so.
Yeah, that doesn't really help. I remember
No.
having a full head.
So yeah, that happened. We've had a full trailer for the Lego Batman movie.
Was that the one we saw on Monday?
No.
Or was it longer?
No, it was longer, and it had. No, that was more of a teaser, wasn't it? Because
Yeah.
it was just in one room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one had clips from, including the Joker, played by Zach Galifianakis,
Oh, yes.
and
Beardy.
Robin, played by that guy, Michael Cera.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Less beardy. Well, not beardy.
Not beardy at all. No.
Yeah, can't grow a beardy.
He's like 25, but looks about 12. That guy. Yeah. Yes, this was the first of the DC trailers. We also had Justice League
Yeah, I saw that.
What
That-
is-
well, that wasn't actually... They didn't name it trailer, did they?
footage.
Yeah.
Footage. Comic-Con footage.
Yeah, I thought that was alright.
It's because they've barely started shooting the films. They were
Yeah.
like, let's just get whatever footage we have
And
out.
just-
Yeah.
Because Comic-Con is the big kind of display. They all take their shows out and march them up and down for our amusement.
I think the main reason, because it was shared personally by Zack Snyder on Twitter as well after. I think it was him kind of like trying to
Buy the
prove
Ultimate Edition,
himself.
please.
I think he was
Ultimate
trying to
Edition.
reassure people that he can do the Justice League because there was a petition. Because no one.
Or maybe he was saying, I'm doing this now, so make your peace with it. Like, I'm giving you plenty of notice that I'm not going anywhere.
Get used to it.
Yeah.
No, I think it was proving because it was certainly a change of tone.
Only a bit though. It was just
I don't know about that. No one was moping.
I mean,
Even Batman.
Aquaman.
Even Batman was giving his little smirk, wasn't he? Like,
Mm.
I heard you talk to fish.
Mm.
I heard you talk to fish. Arthur Curry. I heard you talk to fish.
Mm.
Yeah, that was funny. You had Ezra Miller. Like, can I keep this? It was all quite marvelly.
Yeah, I made the mistake of scrolling down to the comments where half of them were like, oh, now it's going to be good because they're taking after Marvel, and the other half going, oh, now it's going to be terrible because it's taking after Marvel.
Yeah.
Why can't we have a dark and gritty comic book series? It doesn't necessarily make it good if it's dark and gritty.
No, I think it will still be, I don't know, a tad more
It'll be a bit
gritty.
lighter. It'll be light, but it'll still have the grit and the dark.
It'll be grittier than the Avengers.
It's
but,
not taking after Marvel, it's going to be taking after the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Because the Suicide Squad is, well, we have to see it. It might end up being
Garbage.
garbage. But if it's good, it will be proven that you can do dark, gritty, and have humour.
Yeah.
You don't have to be two moping blokes frowning at each other until one of you falls down.
Wouldn't it be great if we were writing our op-eds in a year's time and or recording the podcast in a year's time and we're reflecting on... Do you remember when DC started with all those really mopey films and Superman was killing loads of people and Batman threw a crate at a man's head?
And Batman had that spear thing. How ridiculous was that?
And now we'd be like, but now it's a great cinematic universe. Could happen. It's wishful thinking. But the good thing is...
I mean, they've got a year and a half to change our minds.
Wonder Woman's also debuted the trailer, obviously, as well.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I really liked the look of that, and it looked distinct enough to be its own property as well.
Mm.
It didn't feel too much like A Justice League B
was,
Batman v Superman.
It was slightly Captain America-y.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it looks way cooler than Captain America.
Yeah, I think the first Avengers were definitely the weakest Captain America film.
Mm.
If not one of the weaker Phase 1 films.
I mean, I would have liked to see more war stuff from Captain America.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, I don't know if it's that apparent from the trailer, but apparently it's supposed to be taking place in 3 time zones.
Oh.
So you've got the Amazonian stuff.
Hmm.
You see the clips on the beach, is that?
Yeah.
Or the sand, I don't know. But and you've obviously got her mum and everything as well. And then you've got the World War II stuff, and then there might be a bit of modern day stuff.
Yeah.
And she'll run out onto the streets of New York, and Sam Jackson will be there, just like, we're putting together a team. No, I won't say that. No, I really like the look of it. I think it looks super cool. I like her whip. I like her sword. I like everything about that trailer. I think it's really cool.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna wait until I see the film
Hmm.
because DC's pretty good at putting out decent trailers.
You're right, yeah.
Like I was telling you the other day about
I know,
the
but
Sonic cycle.
yeah, but from that trailer though, there's no. I can't work out even the baddie, and that's I think that's a good sign of a trailer of a film.
It means it's gonna be more focused by the hero.
Hmm.
I mean, I can't think of what the baddie would be if it takes place on 3 different time zones, unless it's someone just as immortal.
Or it's just her like discovering herself or her place in the world.
Oh.
Oh no, there'll be a baddie.
No, that'll be a baddie.
Yeah.
It's DC, of course there
There'll
will.
be some generic baddie who knew her as a child, and he'll be like, "I'm taking over this company,"
And then he'll make his own Wonder Woman suit
Yeah.
with his own whip
with his own whip
that has like
And his-
spikes on it.
and his kinky shorts.
Yeah.
and high boots.
Wonder Woman built us in a cave. We're a box of scraps.
No, so no, I'm genuinely excited about Wonder Woman. It looks really cool, and the music.
Yeah.
The music
was
from
alright.
the same music from Batman v
Mm.
Superman, where it's like that one.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I really like the music, and I don't care what you say. I do.
I wasn't gonna criticise. I like music.
Good. Have you seen the trailer for the first King Arthur?
No.
Hang on, wait, no, sorry, it's just King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. Guy Ritchie film.
Nope.
It's got someone in it. It's also got David Beckham in it.
Ah.
It's also got Jude Law in it. It's also got the guy from Game of Thrones in it. It's also got the other guy from Game of Thrones in it. And it's also got probably another guy from Game of Thrones in it. Either way, it looks weird as fuck.
Because isn't this meant to kick off like an Arthurian Legends?
I think you're right. Yeah, this is one of the. But I mean, it looks like an individual film, to be fair, but it still looks weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, all I remember is a man.
To be honest, it's a pretty cool world, the Arthurian one, if you did it right. Like the whole round table and knights fighting dragons and shit.
Yeah, I know, but it just looks kind of ridiculous. Because I mean, like, I don't know about matching Guy Ritchie to this kind of film. Because he adds a lot of style to something as simple as like a drug deal film or something.
Yeah.
Or like anything with Jason Statham in. He's good at bringing out like the exaggerations in a simple film. Like Sherlock Holmes worked for me because it was just about a detective, but it all looks really stylish and like guns being loaded really fast in slow motion. And
did he do both the films?
He did both those films, yeah. So I like really stylish films.
Yeah,
but because
very clear, very defined aesthetic.
Exactly, yeah. This because it's dragons and weird giant elephants, and it just looks bizarre. Like you don't need to. Guy Ritchie is like putting words in italics. You don't need to exaggerate a film about dragons and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you can put Sherlock Holmes in italics. You can put drug deal in italics, but I don't know if you can put all this in italics because it just looks ridiculous. There's all like weird close-ups and like dream sequences, and it's just bizarre. And like really close-ups of bow and arrows going in, and it's all just. It gave me a bit of a headache. I'm not gonna lie. So it might be good. Maybe just because the trailer was cut really quick and stuff. I don't know. It might be good. It might not. Who cares?
I think that just rounds up all the trailers, doesn't it? Might be good, might be not. Might not. Who cares?
Who cares? It's a film. Eddie Redmayne. You familiar with him?
Yes.
Are you familiar with Harry Potter?
No.
Are you familiar with Comic-Con?
What was my answer before? It's the opposite now.
Okay. He's in a new trailer called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
The first of a trilogy?
Probs?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's going to be a trilogy of films.
Oh, okay. Well, I just saw the trailer and...
They're milking the Harry Potter teat.
Oh, Jesus. I saw a news article earlier. They've released another, like, 250,000 tickets for... what's the stage one that's on at the moment? Cursed Child.
Cursed Child, yeah.
How much money do you want to fucking squeeze from that franchise?
I'm intrigued to see what the 8th film will be about, but the Harry story is over, essentially. Like...
Oh, and they want to make it into a film.
Yeah. But...
They already split the last one into 2 films. They built a fucking theme park of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's kind of like... almost Tolkien's work in a way. Like, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Peter Jackson attempts the Silmarillion or something at some point.
And split it up into 10 films.
Because the thing is, they wrote a story so big that it came with a whole world with it. But that unfortunately means it can be plundered for infinitely many stories.
Yeah. No, this... and don't forget as well, The Cursed Child, I think, is split into 2.
Yeah.
2 plays!
It's like part 1 and part 2, I think.
You have to buy 2 sets of tickets. I'm not even kidding. What a fucking joke. And then if you want to go see the film adaptation...
It's going to be split. Each one of those
each one of those is probably... Oh, jeez, it makes... Oh, that's...
Cursed Child, part 5.
They're making so much money out of it. Jesus. Stop.
Why would they stop? They're making so much money.
Oh, it just annoys me. It's like... I enjoyed some of the... In fact, it peaked at like 4 for me. Probably 5, maybe. Jesus.
Yeah, I really enjoyed 4 and 5. I think 3's real good as well.
3's not bad, except they end on that weird freeze frame, which I hated. You know when you get a bit of sick at the back of your throat. As soon as he freeze framed, I was like,
because I know, because the directors changed quite a bit through that series.
Oh yeah, it went from like
Chris
really
Columbus,
happy, yeah.
Who did the earlier happy?
Who did the last ones? David Yates? David Yates rings a bell. Yeah, he's doing Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them as well. So yeah, whatever. I'm not going to go see that because I'm not going to.
I probably won't.
No.
To be honest, I can't imagine anyone I know, unless someone I know is like, "Do you want to go see it?" And I'm like, "Eh."
Do you want to pay?
Do you want to pay? Take me places and pay. For me.
Doctor Strange second trailer. Seen it?
No, I need to catch up on my comments.
You fucking hell, Phil.
Yeah.
I caught up on your E3.
Did you?
Probably. Yeah, Comic-Con happened. Are you familiar with Benedict Cumberbatch again?
No.
Are you
Still no.
Are you familiar with Doctor Strange?
Yes.
Are you familiar with John Watson?
No.
No, he's not in it. Don't worry.
That was a bit of a weird third question.
Are you familiar with Ra's al Ghul?
Yeah.
He's not in it either. Okay. Yeah, it's a new trailer for Doctor Strange. More Inception-y stuff happening. More. Oh, it's got Mads Mikkelsen, the bad guy from Casino Royale, in it.
Huh. Mads Mikkelsen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or other pronunciations.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks okay. Looks good. He drives a Lamborghini in it, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
That
That's
is-
what it has nothing to do with the film. Marvel are just like, look at all the money we got.
Yeah, exactly. But he
He
crashes it,
yeah.
unfortunately.
That's exactly right. He just crashes it. Like,
He's the
look,
second-
we have so much money, we can just crash a Lamborghini. Doesn't even contribute to the rest of the film's plot.
They did.
yeah.
They did that in The Dark Knight, so by default, it's got to be a good thing to do, isn't it?
That's true.
We just love crashing Lamborghinis. And in the third Iron Man's Audi R8 crashed, which is based on a Lamborghini. So
So is this just the film industry slowly, when we want a safe car, our brain will go, Lamborghini,
Yeah.
I'll buy a Lamborghini.
So,
Marketing genius, like the Mario Kart promotion.
exactly. And I am out of Comic-Con news. I'm going to move on to my tenuous link, which is... Oh, we were just talking about Batman, The Dark Knight, briefly. Batman is a movie. There's also a Batman Telltale game, which is a game. They've just announced that the Telltale game will have a multiplayer mode. That's a game.
That's good. Means we can play it.
It does, yeah. We'll probably not going to cement anything right now, but
Possibly next year.
yeah. Let's play Batman Telltale
Game.
multiplayer games.
Let's play Batman Telltale game. Happy super commentary go.
Republic Heroes Wars Part 1.
Eternity
Okay.
Clock.
Yeah, that we just the Eternity Clock. We were just talking about games, Phil. That means it's time for
Gaming news.
Yeah.
So my main story is which beloved mascot celebrated an anniversary this week? You're drinking tea. That's for a full-time task.
I'm going to talk. It's going to be.
Bear in mind, we were talking about this before we started recording.
Pac-Man.
No.
What mascot?
Yeah. Well, video game character was a mascot.
Huh.
Well,
Sonic.
Yes.
Yes.
How many years?
20.
Up.
5.
There we go. How did Sega celebrate?
By saying happy birthday, Sonic, on Twitter.
I mean, maybe, but that's not what.
Making some sort of speed pun or hedgehog pun. I don't know.
They took 100 wild hedgehogs, dyed them blue, then released them back into the wild. No, I'm kidding. They didn't do
Genius.
that. No,
That's
they
a
had
great
a
idea.
they had a live stream. Was it any good? No.
Oh, that's what I said.
What was bad about it?
Sonic didn't appear. Or he did appear and he slaughtered some children.
Possibly would have made it worse, but
Only just.
no, it
No, I
was
dunno.
just well, for one, the audio kept cutting out, and there was a whirring sound in the background. So it was like, at one point, a guy was like, "I was talking to the head of Sonic Team, and he said," and it went silent.
Oh.
And there was like several minutes of silence in the middle whilst one of the guys was talking. It was
We
just-
managed that better on this podcast. Come
Yeah.
on.
There was no audience participation. Like there was one point where they had a middle-aged rock star performing all of Sonic's greatest hits, and he was doing the great hit Sonic Boom, and he was going Sonic into the microphone, then holding out for the audience to sing, and it was going Sonic silence, Sonic silence. Oh, there is a video of it on Jim Sterling's Twitter where he just supercuts all the worst bits together. It's just so funny. And when they did get audience participation, it was terrible. Like there was one point where he was going down to the front to try and get people to like fill in the lines. And one person just literally started screaming into the microphone. It was like the Sonic Heroes song. It was like no, it was literally like he was like Sonic Heroes. The guy was like saving the day. It was just
fuck.
it's just.
Oh, I wish I was there.
It was just it was a bit of a shit show, really. It got defended by the host on Twitter the next day. As apparently when they arrived, like they were told about these audio problems. They were like, we have to delay the stream, or we just have to go with it anyway. They apparently decided to go with it anyway.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, but they announced some games. Got Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
Which is basically, you know, like the old style of graphics and like remixes of old courses.
Brilliant.
Because, you know, if it's broken, you go right back to the start and see where it went wrong. That's coming to Xbox One, PS4 and PC. Because you know how graphically intensive those original Sonic games were. And also they announced a new game for 2017, a new 3D Sonic game.
Ooh.
All we know is that classic Sonic is coming back. From Sonic Generations, where they had the modern Sonic and classic Sonic team up.
Why?
Because they just literally had no idea.
Okay. Sonic Days of Future Past, was it?
Probably.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what the new one is, because it looked post-apocalyptic. And like the two Sonics were like running through it, like big smiles on their faces, like yay!
Brilliant.
Yeah. So, are you happy that Sonic's made it 25 years?
I am over the moon.
Or do you just want to take the poor guy down the vet and just?
No, I've owned a couple of Sonic games. He's alright. Good bloke, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's the great thing about Sonic games.
He's a top lad, Phil. Come on.
If you wait a few weeks after they release, they're usually about half price already. I mean, I was
going to say they were both Christmas presents.
Yeah.
But yeah. Go on.
I wouldn't buy myself a Sonic game.
Yeah.
Why stop someone else from buying?
Or bundled, maybe Mario and Sonic. I think that was part of a bundle.
Mm.
Don't know.
This is a disastrous live stream that celebrated 25 years of Sonic the Hedgehog. The stream suffered from poor audio, low amounts of audience participation, and general awkwardness. It was like an adult chat room for Sonic fetishists, but considerably less erections and much less of Sonic's good stuff on display. Oh god, I'll have to show you that video after we've done recording. But yeah, Jim Sterling's channel. I believe it's just called the Sonic Stream Shit Show Supercut. Anyway, other news. Microsoft once planned to make a portable Xbox, but they didn't.
Okay.
Apparently, there are drawings of it. And
done by like
some versions
Kieran,
of it,
age 7.
some versions of it were called the X-Boy, because obviously like Game Boy, Xbox. I mean, I'm glad they didn't make it, and if they made it, I certainly hope they wouldn't use that name. Just don't end up calling it like, I don't know. Why would you call it the X-Boy? I don't know. But yes,
you could call the next generation of it the X-Man.
The XOAP.
Nice. Anyway, so
Yeah.
that's all the news about that, is it?
Yeah, there's basically they thought about it, but then because they're quite glad they didn't, because then mobile came along, and obviously as they're Microsoft, they have a pretty big stake in Windows phones anyway. So they're like, oh, and to be honest, no one really wants to compete with Nintendo, because as much as obviously the Wii U hasn't really sold,
they've still got the handhelds to a T. Yeah.
They still have the handheld market cornered, like the.
I don't know, Phil. The PlayStation Vita.
What's that? That thing that was going to get all those games and then got none ever.
And that weird touchpad on the back. Don't you miss that?
Yeah, because that is exactly what I was missing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, built-in 3D, 2 screens, touch screens. I don't need any of that. I can rub the back of my console.
Just stroke it. Just stroke your console.
We are one, me and him. Wherever I go, my Vita comes too.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so that was the handheld news.
Great.
There was. Have you ever heard of Epic? The company Epic.
Rings a bell.
They make the Unreal Engine and all the stuff to do with
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah.
Basically, the guy in charge of that, Tim Sweeney, has been basically talking that he's not too fond of the idea of the what Microsoft are doing. They're doing their universal Windows platform on their Windows 10 for like apps and games and stuff.
Mm.
And he was basically saying it's bad because all Microsoft going to try and do is underhandedly steal the market from Steam by kind of like twist, like, you know, it's going to be built into your Windows 10 and stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
And Microsoft have responded to that saying, no, we're not. What are you talking about? No.
That was the
No,
quote.
No, basically they were like, why would you say such things? We wouldn't do that. And it's like, well, to be honest, Microsoft, I'm pretty sure they've tried doing similar in the past.
Mm.
I mean, we have right here Star Wars: The Clone Wars Republic Heroes with your shitty fucking Windows
Games for Windows.
Games for Windows Live, which years after the series, after you stopped doing it, still asked me whether I'd like to log in to nothing.
It's still, do you remember that time where the game wouldn't load and it was like, please load using Games for Windows, and then you couldn't access Games for Windows
Because it was gone
It was
years
dead.
ago. Yeah. So I wouldn't put it past Windows, but to be honest, like, it's good to have competition in the market, but I think Steam's got most of the market cornered.
Mm.
Like, if Windows really want, they can do the EA thing and be like, well, we're going to have our own storefront, and it's going to have all our games, and
But
we're not going to allow any of your games.
I was going to say, even Mac OS uses Steam,
Mm.
and Apple hate everyone.
Yeah.
So if Apple aren't doing it,
And yeah,
although they do the App Store, actually thinking about it.
not many use Origin, to be honest. EA.
Mm.
And to be honest, if you can help it, no one uses Uplay, which is Ubisoft's. Because
I
that,
don't know, it once got me a sweet outfit on Assassin's Creed 3, Phil.
oh, a sweet outfit, eh?
Yeah.
Makes the fact that you have to log in and be connected to the internet to play your single player games completely worth it. Oh, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have made the comment. Now I just feel silly.
Come on.
Um,
And if you go back to like Assassin's Creed 3 or 4 or whatever, I don't care. It gives you like all the, because it was like, oh, welcome back. Thanks for buying all these games. Now you can download Ezio's outfit for Assassin's Creed 4. How cool is that?
please don't leave me. I promise I'll give you nice things.
I logged into Uplay with all of those games, Phil. It was worth it.
I own one game that uses Uplay, and I think I've only played it once because I didn't want to log into Uplay again. To be fair, though, there's I'm just basically just staring at my desktop. I've got GOG Galaxy, that's all right, but then that's completely optional, and that will look at your computer for all your games, and it's like a one hub. It's like GOG's quite good about things like that. It's like we're quite happy to have anyone here. Everyone's a friend, and to be honest, you don't even need to log into GOG Galaxy to play GOG games.
GOG games.
GOG
Galaxy games.
GOG Galaxy games.
Guardians of the Galaxy games.
Coming soon to GOG Galaxy.
Great.
But yeah, so essentially, yeah, our big CEO was like, I don't trust Microsoft. Microsoft were like, hey.
A big CEO from Microsoft said, hey.
Yeah, he's like, hey, don't say that.
Nice.
Yeah, to be honest, I can see it's very easy to see where this guy's coming from, considering that I get constant prompts about Windows 10 update. And it's like, no, I don't want it. They're like, and at one point it was going to be forced on me. I had to look up online how to turn it, like, get rid of it permanent, like, for good.
Yeah.
Because it was like, in 15 minutes your upgrade will start, and you couldn't, like, delay it.
Great.
God, I was at work, at my unspecified workplace.
Yeah.
And I was walking past a projection.
You mean the Cynical Optimus headquarters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was walking past a projection, and it was trying to show a video, and on top of it, it was upgrade to Windows 10, and I was like, oh dear. So, oh, you're ruining everything. So yeah, I think...
So half of my drivers don't even run anymore since upgrading to Windows 10.
Yeah, I think Microsoft need to accept that they need to earn the trust before just being like, trust us. And then maybe people will start using their weird old operating system.
Weird Al operating
Their
system.
Weird Owl.
Their Weird Owl operating
It sings
system.
song parodies to them when you're trying to play games. It's very annoying. And do you have $1,200 spare?
Yes.
Then maybe you could get NVIDIA Titan X.
Fantastic.
The new graphics card coming out.
Great.
It's over $1,000.
Jesus, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, but
You can get like NVIDIA Pros in computers for less than $1,000.
to To be honest, you can get my graphics card that I just upgraded to is around the same as a Nvidia 970 superclocked, and that costs 220 quid. It's really for people who just want to have the power, like have that power and just like say they do. Like, you know those...
Yeah,
those,
in a pub conversation.
Yeah, you know those iPods that used to be able to hold like 128 gigabytes?
Yeah, of just music, no
and
apps.
it's like, no apps or anything. It's like, who's going to have 128 gigabytes of music? That is just so you can say you have that version.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, I mean...
1 million gigabytes!
It's something ridiculous. Like, it's like a 12 gigabyte graphics card. So
Yeah, not needed.
it would keep your computer up to date with games possibly until next century.
These.
But like, yeah,
There
it's
you go.
really only if you're a real big enthusiast that you need
Actually,
something
while
like
you've just been talking there, I've just ordered one.
Ah,
Great.
well, you are a real big enthusiast. You love the PC games.
I'm going to plug it into my laptop, Phil.
Oh, that just... Not even sure if that would
I'm going
work.
to plug it into my iPad, and job's
Yeah.
a good one.
Play a Candy Crush on 4K resolution.
Angry Birds. Yeah.
So realistic that you can actually smell the
bird
pig
excrement. Is it?
and the pigs. That is the end of my news. Oh, there was just the rumours about the NX, because obviously we talked about consoles last week. That it's been a rumour since the Wii U, to be honest, that Nintendo are going to make this hybrid console that's going to bring portable and home console together.
I'd like that.
It's a nice idea. I imagine though it put it rather awkwardly price pointed, because as much as it would probably be competitive in the home console market, for a handheld it'd probably be a lot more expensive than say you had 3DSs and things, because obviously you'd have to play
I don't know, what do we reckon? A solid 200 quid?
more than that.
Really?
Bear in mind, it would have to keep up graphically with things like the Xbox One.
I
and
suppose
the
this
PS4,
is them actually saying like,
and
we're
be able to disconnect from the console and be taken away elsewhere while still maintaining that kind of power. Unless when you unplug it, you can play different types of games. But then what the fuck's the point if you can't take that power in the handheld bit? But then what's the point of connecting it to anything if all the power's in the handheld?
I don't know, Phil. I don't have the answers.
Why don't you have the answers? I come to you for the answers.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's-
if you want the definitive word on this, yes, it will. It will run on
Fairy dust
fairy dust,
and rainbows.
and it will cost £20.
And it'll have a NVIDIA Titan X.
It'll be bundled with every game
ever.
So there you go, mate.
And this is Nick shortly ahead of accepting his new job as head of marketing at Nintendo.
Yeah.
I don't care how implausible it sounds, make it happen. It launches with every game ever.
So our stock value has just gone down like 4 million%. It doesn't matter. They're giving them what they want.
I don't know. When Nintendo stock usually goes down, it's because people have got mixed up and think they've made a game they haven't, like Pokemon Go.
I saw actually. Oh, we nearly went a full week without mentioning Pokemon Go there. I was
Yeah,
going to say
I
they
tried-
said something about along the lines of, "Oh, Pokemon Go's not going to increase our profits," and then the stockholders started like immediately like,
I think it's because people, these stockbrokers and things, you know, the people who have this enormous influence over the world's economy by who they invest in, all that, did not know that Nintendo do not make Pokemon. It'll be the Pokemon Company and Niantic,
Niantic, yeah.
and their stocks are probably going to shoot up now. But Nintendo they should have doubled down. They shouldn't have been
I think these.
They should have been like, yeah, we make Grand Theft Auto too. The PS4, we make that, and just watch their stock go up.
Exactly, yeah. We're actually creating a magic car in 2 years.
But you can play it next week as DLC for Mario Kart 8. Did we mention we make the Bioshock games?
Apple just gave us the rights to the iPhone.
Invest!
Phil,
taking all the money.
Phil, you know we own the rights to the Volkswagen Group.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah.
We're not on the stock market. I'm not sure why we're doing this. Are we just trying to make Volkswagen stock go down? Anyway, we should probably get onto that review now.
Holy moly.
45 minutes
That's
in.
a lot of news, shit.
It was just Comic-Con, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Anyway, onto reviewing. It's going to be spoilers, so if you haven't read The Killing Joke, or you don't want to have the animated version spoiled, then possibly turn off now.
I'd say it's worth mentioning as well that the animated version does have additional content.
Yeah, it has additional scenes.
Not-
It's got more context.
Not necessarily stuff that's going to... Oh, apart from that, you know?
Yeah.
Apart from that.
Yeah.
So, spoilers starting from now?
Yeah.
Spoilers starting from now.
Go.
So, Batman, that is...
Batman Deed Supergirl. Dawn of Justice?
No. We got a Batman's DC moment, didn't we? I'm going to stop trying and make that. Batman had sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a great way to end it. It's clearly what's been on your mind for the
Yeah.
since you saw it.
It actually went down...
What was the plot, Nick? Can't remember. But
There was,
Batman had sex in it.
That was controversial. I was under the impression that everyone enjoyed it, but a lot of the fans have been a bit complaining a bit about that because
Yeah.
well, in the comics, I think Batgirl was a bit younger.
Yeah, that's the thing. Batgirl's age feels a bit inconsistent between different Batman stories.
Plus, it'd be weird if you saw like Kevin Conroy
Hmm.
voicing that character, because Kevin Conroy's like 60 something now.
What do you mean, like the original Batman animated series?
No, Kevin Conroy voiced him in this.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, if you
But
were, it'd be weird seeing Kevin Conroy and whoever was it Tara Strong who voiced.
So you're talking about it'd be weird to see the voice actors have sex?
No.
That sounds like where you're.
No, but you're hearing Kevin Conroy's voice, and then you're seeing, and no, you're not. You're not seeing animated Kevin Conroy, but you're seeing you're seeing an animated
the
character.
point you're making.
It's weird because you're seeing an animated character voiced by Kevin Conroy. Get it on with.
It's not explicit. It literally just cuts to the next.
I know, but
warning.
it's still weird. It's still weird. I find it a bit weird. It's fine, but it's weird. Plus, Tara Strong, I'm pretty sure, voiced Ben 10, so that makes it even weirder. So, yeah, glad I got that off my chest.
Whatever that was.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe we should get to the meat of things.
Should we get to the plot?
Yeah.
They added a load of Batgirl stuff, including that moment, because in the comic, I guess they thought that she didn't have enough build-up before she got shot.
Yeah, and also I think it's meant to be watching because Batgirl's got like a crazy guy who's like admiring her, and basically it's trying to make kind of like a parallel between her and this crazy dude and Batman and the Joker.
I think
that's intended to be a bit of his motivation to go to Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, I think it works.
Yeah,
because it gives us a little bit more of an insight as to what Batman thinks of his relationship with the Joker.
Yeah.
The fact that he's like, he doesn't want his protege to end up in the same kind of.
Yeah. And talks about the Void.
The Void. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a nice. Sort of few scenes.
Like,
of dialogue.
yeah, the bit where like it's basically described as when they like lose control. Like if she's beating the shit out of her, like her Joker a person, and like she's got the blood in her knuckles, and that's her seeing the Void. And things like that. And it's like. I think Batman's just basically saying like if I don't make peace with the Joker, I'm literally just going to kill that man.
Yeah.
I'm just going to beat the shit out
It
of
gave
him.
it really did give him something to think about, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So
overall, you've read the original comic?
Yeah.
Did you think it needed it, or do you think it added to it?
I think it added nice context to it.
Yeah. I think a bit yes and no.
Bit yes and no.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, to make an animated feature, it needs to be a certain length as well. And I'm not sure if they just stuck strictly to the Killing Joke. What bits of the second half, where it was strictly going for the Killing Joke story, could have been made longer in order to get it up to that runtime?
Yeah, like the I didn't quite. One of the I think probably my least favourite moment was in the comics. A really striking moment is where Gordon goes through like the Ghost Train tunnel and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I don't quite think it hit as hard in the.
No, it does go through it quite quickly.
Yeah.
And then there's a musical number, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
It's a bit odd.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. Yeah, I think they just wanted Mark Hamill to do as much as possible. They were like, "Come on, just do as much as possible, and we'll just include it all."
Yeah, you didn't talk at all in Star Wars. We're making you do the complete opposite here.
Yeah. Yes, that was a bit odd. I don't know. I didn't find it quite as striking I don't know. I don't know if the animation quite.
Possibly it could have been directed better, like that segment.
Yeah.
Because it was just basically, wasn't it like more of an overhead shot of him just going past them?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, it could have used some different colours.
And they didn't do any
different
close-ups.
shots.
Yeah, they didn't do any close-ups of Gordon particularly.
Like they could have shown him getting like quite distressed and
Yeah.
things like that.
Because when they're showing him an image of his daughter like, shot, bleeding, and naked on the floor, I can't remember it, but I don't think we see him like react to it, do we? In a close-up.
And I think Batman arrives pretty soon after, so he doesn't spend much time with you thinking that maybe he snapped.
Yeah.
If you didn't know the Killing Joke story, like I swear, possibly because you're reading it quite like as a comic, it feels like a longer period of time until Batman arrives and it's actually Gordon's okay. Whereas in that, I think it was about 5 minutes, if that.
I think
Batman towed up, punched a bunch of carnies, and then it
can't
like
say carnies.
Can I not?
Probably not.
Probably not. Carnival folk. Employees of the particular establishment. I don't know.
Some bearded ladies and shit.
There were no bearded ladies. There's a two-headed person.
There was a bearded lady, wasn't there?
No, I don't
okay.
think so.
There was a fat person. A very fat person.
Yeah. They possibly could have. On one hand, if you've seen the story, you're not going to get fooled by the fake out, but they possibly could have pushed a bit more. Like, even like whilst Batman was fighting, cutting between that and Gordon in the cell, just like shaking a bit.
Yeah.
Like, so you think that maybe he might be kind
exactly,
of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. And like, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of what the film owed was A, to Alan Moore, B, to Mark Hamill, C, to Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, they did bring back the two of the most famous voices to be the characters.
I think the first half was bold. I quite like what they did there.
Was the second half brave?
Huh? Ah, very funny. Yeah, Brave and the Bold, great. No, the second half, I think they could have been a bit more imaginative by breaking away from the comic more. I don't know. I just had a bit more of a directorial vision.
Yeah, it doesn't even need to break away from the comic. Just possibly a few more creative shots.
There was one really nice creative shot, and I don't remember it from the comic. Was where all the lights in the circus go on, in the funfair go on, and it's just like the Joker looking around, really gleamy-eyed.
Yeah, and to be fair, the shot when Barbara opens the door and his eyes are glowing, and he's just staring from under the hat. That's real good. That's a real good art.
Yeah.
So it needed more bits like that, really.
But again, I think that was pretty much a frame from the comic again, wasn't it?
Possibly, yeah.
There's no, I think they could have broken away a bit more from the comic. I think they kind of made it. Apart from the first half, it was a little bit by the book, perhaps.
Even the first half wasn't hugely out there.
No,
it was. And there is a villain that reminds Batman of the Joker.
Batgirl's there.
Yeah.
But introducing the narrative through Batgirl was quite interesting because then you perhaps when she does get shot, you feel a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite enough consequence of her getting shot.
What, in the original story?
No, in this one. Because a comic panel can be more striking than an animation.
Yeah, like you don't really get. You don't really follow Batgirl, do you? Until
and
you
can
see
linger.
a shot, and then you see what the Joker's going to do something.
You can linger on a comic panel though.
And then she's in hospital, and there's like
exactly. Yeah. You can linger on the iconic shot of her on the floor. Like it's I don't know. It's it didn't quite.
Yeah, but that's the trouble though, because they could have also gone the Zack Snyder route and like forced in like comic panels.
Yeah.
Like when he's hovering over those people in the flood. And it's like, I am here to save you, and they're like, please save us. Just don't. Just why are you hovering so slowly down?
Yeah, he's glaring down. Yeah. So no, but overall, I enjoyed the film a lot.
Yeah.
I think it was. I mean, just mostly because of the original comic, that story arc, like the relationship between Batman and the Joker was done really well.
Yeah, I thought all the stuff in the past, like Joker's past, was all quite well done.
Oh yeah, of course. We haven't talked about the origin.
About halfway through the film, I thought the two thugs looked like Wario and Waluigi, and I just couldn't forget it for the rest of the film. Because one was short, fat, and was like, yeah, and the other one was tall and like had a real pencil moustache.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. No, I liked the origin though. Again, that it owes that to the comic. I liked the shot of. I don't know. I think they could have added in a few extra frames of their own, and because the only real iconic shot is right at the end when he falls out of the tunnel and he's like looking up and he does the laugh for the first time and clutching it. I didn't quite hit home that hard. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, possibly you just could have had a bit more vision in the art direction department, maybe just as a whole, because that seems to be the majority of the criticism.
I think I think you're right. Yeah.
Like even like when someone gets shot, just have like a flash of a different color, just like something to, because it's almost as if they were holding an actual camera and filming it in like live action, and then just did nothing to edit it afterwards.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of moments. I think they could have made the Joker's origin slightly stronger as well. No, not in terms of change the story, but like his reaction when his wife died. They brought it in a bit too quiet.
Yeah,
I think maybe
they could have shown him at one of his auditions getting rejected.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, they could have.
Like, so there is stuff they could have done to make it the entire thing like the Killing Joke story, or more of it the Killing Joke story, and less of it the pre-story. Because it was a bit of a by the books adaptation. Like,
yeah,
so.
I think that's it exactly. If you make, because it's not a comic book.
Well, the trouble with adaptations, if you change too much, people get angry. If you change too little, then what's the point?
Yeah, I'd rather they, but it's their own. It's a DC animation property, not a DC Comics property from 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather they did their own spin on it a bit,
and
just make it a bit more adapted for telly.
Yeah.
For film. So that I think that's the main general criticism, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, overall I really enjoyed it.
The action was good. Like Batman fighting guys.
Oh, Batman fighting guys is great. Generally. Is it just me or did we not see Bruce Wayne in this?
We do. But
very briefly, yeah.
He's at the Bat computer, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Talking to Alfred. A little bit of banter, and that was it.
A little bit of.
Oh, I like the nods. They showed the Joker from DC Comics, whatever it was, 40, of him. Oh, sorry, him with the playing card.
Oh, right on the screen.
Yeah, on the screen.
And the beaten up
Robin. Oh, Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I like the little nods. It. If you go back and read my blog post, by the way, ladies and gents, because I talk a bit about how you don't have to create films with trying to balance all sorts of strings and stuff. There's enough nerd culture for you to go straight into things.
Yeah.
And people will still appreciate them. So yeah, I like how it did that. I'd like to see more, if I'm honest, more DC animated films or DC original low budget films. I don't know, at the cinema. It felt good because it was a one-day release. You had everyone there was in Batman t-shirts.
Apart from you.
Apart from me. Yeah.
Even I remembered.
Yeah, I have like 4 by the way, and I didn't wear one. So yeah, no, enjoyable, very enjoyable, and Batman. The two voice actors, Batman and the Joker.
Yeah.
The last bit
Real
of dialogue right at the end. That is such a good ending. Yeah, when Joker shares the joke and Batman laughs at the Joker's joke. It's great, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, that's quite a good well, considering obviously all his backstory stuff, it is a real good payoff.
Yeah, very iconic. Yeah, very iconic.
Yeah.
Very good.
If you had to give it a numerical score. Because we did that for things like The Force Awakens.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we? Numerical out of 10.
Yeah. No, out of 8.5.
Out of 8.5, I'm gonna give it.
No, out of 10.
No, I'm gonna go 8.5. Right. out of 8.5, I'm going to give it 6.5. You?
What, out of 8.5?
Out of 8.5.
We can't use real numbers. Well, I suppose I dug this hole. I should.
You should fucking jump in it, yeah.
Out of 8.5, eh? I think 6.5 is a good call.
Yeah.
It's real difficult. You have to kind of scale down your 1 out of 10 in your head.
Nah, just roll with it.
So what are you saying? It's a 7 out of 10 or 7.5?
Something like that. Yeah. 7.
Yeah, around about that.
7 out of 10.
Yeah, because I think some of the art direction stops it from being any higher. And like the fact they could have done a bit more, but it was real well done, real well performed, and a lot of enough stuff bravery. Did sit. Yeah, not enough. They didn't go. Some bits they didn't go far enough. Other bits they kind of went off in a different direction.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I like the story at the beginning. Right? It did fit.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, could it have been briefer to allow the actual main meat of the thing?
I wouldn't mind the film
room?
being longer, to be honest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have liked to cut down that beginning bit because I liked that. So, yeah, I'll do.
Yeah, just a few more scenes. Maybe they'll release the Ultimate Edition. It'll be 3 hours long. And it will completely change everyone's outlook on the film.
Yep.
Or maybe DC Animation gets it right the first time.
Great, alright. What was your favourite quote, Phil?
That one I just said.
What? No, from the film.
Oh.
Mine was, I'm going to count to 10.
Oh, yeah.
1, 9.
I noticed how they did the swear to me thing.
Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah,
he said
which
that.
I was like, yeah, that's a
I
reference
swear
to
to God,
Batman.
swear to me.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. Yeah, well acted, well produced, bit by the books.
Could have been better directed, maybe.
Hashtag Conroy shouldn't have sex. No, I'm joking. Right. That's a good note to end.
Hashtag Chastity Belt Conroy. Hashtag not my Barbara.
Oh dear. So,
Yeah.
there we go.
Does that bring us to the end of our podcast?
I think it does, doesn't it?
Thank you for listening in. We've had a lot of news this week, and the review actually ended up being... There was plenty to say, but I think because we agreed,
Yeah.
and because it wasn't as much of a long film.
It wasn't a very long
the
film.
plot
no,
was
yeah.
quite something that everyone kind of knows,
Exactly,
so we were able
yeah.
to...
That's it.
The review was quite quick. But anyway, if you want more Cynical Optimist content in your life, there is the Let's Plays we do on Friday. Those upload on the same channel as this. And also, if you go to the Cynical Optimist blog, there is a link in the description.
Mm-hmm.
We have weekly blog posts where we take it in turns to talk about stuff. Nick's last one, if you want to do more Killing Jokes related things, is about the Killing Joke.
No spoilers though.
No spoilers.
It's more about sort of geeky films and stuff, and
Yeah.
how there should be more.
And my one next week will be on retro gaming. So join
forward to
us
that.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
I say next week, in 2 days. I keep on forgetting when these go out.
When these go out.
Yeah, so join us next week where we'll be having another gaming topic. Yeah, it'll be something great and it'll be gaming related.
That's it.
Yeah, join us, follow us on Twitter where we have the odd funny comment and the odd not funny one at Synopt Podcast, and we will see you next week for another episode.
You certainly will.
I've been Phil.
And I've been Nick.
Thank you for joining us for the Cynical Optimists. See you later.